Today we are doing a bit more, I guess, tame enclosure than compared to the volcano island you can kind of see at the edge of the screen there that we did in the last episode. We are doing a sort of jungle valley because I really wanted to do a canyon kind of exhibit, and I might still do that because, as you can imagine, canyons are best made in desert or at least Mediterranean like maps, whereas this is a jungle map. But I still wanted to try it, and I also put a couple of, I always call them diplodocuses, a couple of apatosauruses here, simply because originally I was just gonna put like forest in there, but then I wanted sauropods in there, and every single sauropod requires at least like tall leaf or tall nuts or tall fruits. But anyways, just like in the last episode, we're gonna lay down the groundwork by printing everything with rock, and then layer it with this delicious chocolate powder, cocoa powder. And of course I created the canyons as well. I created this winding sort of canyon a little different than what you saw in the thumbnail, because I'm most likely gonna use the first iteration in the thumbnail, and this is the second time I'm recording my process. I like to make it first and then see if it's kind of worth recording. It's kind of a little bit boring. What I really dislike in making this exhibit is how the type of forest, the jungle forest, the first one that you pick, this one has a much larger brush. Our brush radius is at the minimum, even though for some reason this type of brush has double the size than minimum. So it's, I don't know if it's a bug or something, but it makes it kind of annoying because whenever you paint with like forest brushes, it paints over the rock and the dirt. So it kind of like you saw there, even though I use ginkgo there, which has a smaller brush, it paints over the rock. It doesn't look that nice. I don't want trees everywhere. I just want trees basically at the very top. I use the dirt at the very top and the bottom layers, and then some parts of the bottom layer where I saw some shadows, I use some sand, and use some sand and the water as well, because I don't know, that looks really nice. Using that smaller type of forest is so much better in smaller spaces, because using the larger forest like next to the next to the exhibit fences outside where the paths are, you actually paint like nothing, whereas using the smaller type of forest you do actually paint some trees, even though it's a smaller space. It's kind of weird. And also placing rocks. I'm placing rocks wherever there remains a little bit of rock left. So I don't just place rocks, I don't know, on the sand and on the dirt by default. Unfortunately, there was a lot of rock underlayer remaining in this part of the exhibit, so I'm getting arthritis just placing all these rocks. If you are enjoying the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. If you comment something like, I almost said Diplodocus again. If you comment something like Apatosaurus in the comment section below, it will also help me or help the video reach other people. I chose the Death Valley Apatosauruses. I was torn between the Killian Mountains and this one, because I kind of wanted white Apatosauruses, because it looks like almost like they get their color from the sand layer at the very bottom of the valley, like they get dirty almost. I'm not really sure if this amount of trees is enough for 4 Apatosauruses. It probably isn't, because oh my god guys, these Apatosauruses require so much space. I had a challenge map recently where they just required so much forest. You make a beautiful exhibit and then your dinosaurs are uncomfortable if you're playing with comfort turned on challenge maps, and you just have to ruin the exhibit by placing forest everywhere. I also kind of wish that forest was enough. Again, I could have just used forest instead of ginkgo and forest to make it better looking. Now it's kind of all over the place, but I wanted a bit more realism, so that's why I did, you know, water and forest and tall leaf with the ginkgo trees. So This is what we have. Like and subscribe for more, and I shall see you next one. Bye bye.